Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're talking about the Thai GL series Poisonous Love, a show that really dives deep into complicated emotions, messy relationships, and personal identity. The series aired in Thailand and quickly caught attention for its intense storytelling and strong performances from its lead actresses, who bring a lot of depth and nuance to their roles. Now, let's get into it. Prem has what looks like the perfect, enviable life. She's a cardiologist working at the best hospital in the country. She's about to marry a man who is rich, charming, well-mannered, basically everything society says a woman should want. And she knows that too. That's exactly why she chooses to go through with the marriage, even though she's not in love with him. Her whole life has been built around duty, mainly shaped by her father's expectations since she was a child. The only softness she ever really got came from her mother, who secretly allowed her small freedoms behind her father's back. But everything starts to fall apart the moment she meets Pat. Pat shows up at Prem's wedding, right before she's about to get married, and drops a bomb. Prem's fiancé got another woman pregnant and abandoned her. And that woman? She's not just anyone. She's Nam, Pat's best friend, and the person Pat is hopelessly, irreparably in love with. Pat has always settled for being just the best friend. Nam is also her manager, since Pat is a hugely popular actress, constantly under public scrutiny. At first glance, Pat comes off as a bit reckless, persistent, bold, openly lesbian, and deeply devoted to Nam. And it's exactly because of that devotion that she decides to stop Prem's wedding. Their first meeting? Not calm at all. Prem, understandably, doesn't take the news well. She sees the betrayal not just as infidelity, but as a complete collapse of the life she thought she was building. From that moment on, we meet a wounded Prem, confused, resentful, still identifying as straight, and absolutely not wanting Pat anywhere near her. Especially because Pat doesn't waste time making moves on her. Meanwhile, Pat's heart is shattered after realizing Nam is in love with a man and pregnant with his child. So she decides to move on, and somehow that moving on leads her straight to Prem. From here, I loved how they portrayed the morning after their first night together. That fear, those thoughts, it felt incredibly real. If you've ever gone through a moment of self-realization like that, you know exactly what it feels like. It's not new, it's raw, confusing, overwhelming. Prem starts by feeling shame, and that's normal. She's experiencing something completely new and doesn't know how to process it. It honestly took me back to my own first time. Those same emotions, that same confusion. Sometimes fear doesn't just stop us, it pushes us to do things we don't even want to do, just to sabotage ourselves. Prem wants to hurt the person she sees as responsible for these feelings, Pat. At first, she rejects everything. She tries to suppress it, ignore it. But slowly, doubts creep in. She starts questioning whether pushing Pat away is really what she wants. She's scared, but she desires her at the same time. And the moment Prem accepts her feelings, everything shifts. She becomes the one in control, the predator, while Pat becomes the prey. That's when we really see Prem's passionate side come out. The scenes are incredibly delicate. I love how the use of color reflects their emotions and desires. It's subtle but powerful. And that moment where they make promises to each other in a warm bath, completely naked, I don't think that was random at all. It felt intentional, like a visual representation of their emotional vulnerability and purity in that moment. But their environment, it's still toxic. Kat is stuck in an unrequited love she has to face every day. Prem is dealing with betrayal. They're both coming from pain. Throughout the series, we see Pat as someone humble, despite first impressions. She's kind, patient, and because of that, she's easily manipulated by her ex-manager and former best friend, who is driven more by narcissism than anything else. As a couple, Pat and Prem really gave me a lot. They brought me back to those first emotions, those first discoveries, the secrecy, the purity of a first relationship, the thrill of hiding kisses in the dark, waiting for the right moment, the fear of what your parents might say. I absolutely love how naturally Pat lives her life and her relationship with Prem. What this series left me with, without spoilers, is the idea of sacrifice. The kind where you have to choose between who you're supposed to be and who you truly are for yourself. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what you think about poisonous love. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
All right, check the scene.